Hey friends, Paul here. I'm going to repost a video from over 4 years ago. It's a very popular video of mine. It's a video that people love to hate. So it's a commemorative posting here. Check it out.
Hey everybody, Paul here. Is your car up for inspection, but you've got some body rust and you're not going to pass inspection, but you can't afford to go to a body shop? Yeah, me too. I'll give you a primer here on how to take care of this stuff. So your car can be passing inspection. You're going to need a few simple tools. You're going to need a wire brush, some steel wool and sandpaper, of course gloves to protect your hands, rag. Got some fiberglass resin here, as well as a Bondo type product with a cream hardener. This is basically an epoxy and filling kind of product. Fiberglass resin. We've got some fiberglass mesh tape here for the parts that are really rusted out. I've got some things going around here on my wheel well that I think is going to have to take some of that tape. Going to need some kind of putty knife there to spread your compound. First thing I'm going to do here is knock this stuff out because this is pretty nasty. I'm going to get in here with the wire brush. I'm going to get all this out of here, even down to there. Now you don't want to take out more than you absolutely need to, of course, but this bubbled up stuff is definitely going to have to come out. See how I've got all that taken out there? You want to keep pieces of metal like that are intact because that will help the fiberglass and the Bondo give it something to adhere to. See, that's not rusted, so I'm not going to take it out. But you want to give this a good whack. Make sure you get all that dust out of there. And then you want to get all that metallic dust and grime out of there. Same thing here. I always blow in here. Get all that crap out of there. But you want to get all that dust and stuff out of there so it's really clean. Alright everybody, moving on to phase 2 with the fiberglass tape. This hole here is bigger than the previous time. I filled it with Bondo, or this compound here. So this time I really need to go with the fiberglass tape. Just cut the tape to the dimension here. And then I'm going to prepare this fiberglass resin with the cream hardener there. I'm going to epoxy that fiberglass in there really nicely. And then after that, I'm going to put the Bondo compound over that fiberglass. That's cured for about 20 minutes now, and I can tap it. It's cured really nicely. I did have to mold up around here with the compound to tuck that fiberglass up underneath. That was the trickiest part of this. But once that compound, you get enough of it in there and you kind of sculpt it inward, and that will hold well enough to get me through another year passing inspection. Just put some compound in there in that crack, and after I paint that black, hopefully that will get me through the inspection. But that should really be filled in with some metal at some point. But again, that's going to cost me money when that day comes, so I'm avoiding that as long as possible. What you want to do, people, is follow the instructions on your compound can, adding in the cream hardener, and then after mixing it, you got to work really fast because this stuff turns to cement in a short time. Then you just throw the rest of it out. When it gets crumbly, you can't work with it anymore. Did another side here around this wheel well. This was just a hole that I knocked through here. We're just going to let it sit there. We're going to let it cure. It's a nice dry day. And we'll come back down, sand that down.
Always wear a dust mask. Let's see what you want to do here. Just contour that. The rag. Clean it up.
So here you have it, people. Just hit the spots with this Duplicolor Perfect Match auto paint. Just gave it a light coat in there. And around this wheel well, the paint's still wet, so that's going to dry into a matte finish. And the biggest part of the job today, this area, which you saw, that was the real problem area. I'm not really concerned with cosmetics. I just want to be inspected. I just want to be a legal beagle on the road. But you can see, smoothed out that wheel well, sanded that down, and also in this wheel well here. And that'll be enough to get me through an inspection another year. As I said, this is a do-it-yourself project. We're not going to win any beauty contests out here using this method with the fiberglass tape and the Bondo compound. but you're going to pass inspection and be legal. Hey everybody, it would be great to have you on board as a sub to my channel. Please leave your comments below. Hope the video helped you. Thanks for watching.